One of the locations on the updated Fortnite Battle Royale map is called Haunted Hills. Now before I talk about why you shouldn't be dropping there just yet, I wanted to give a brief background on how this area came about, since it's actually player created. So on the Fortnite Reddit page over a month ago, a user by the name of Blorfy posted this concept picture, and he titled it, "New Location Proposal Haunted Hills." Now in his rendition of the Haunted Hills, he had a mansion that would have 5 chest spawns, a drawbridge with a chest in the center, and then a big castle on the left with 6 chest spawns. In addition, he had a forest which was for cover for people entering and leaving the area, a village with 4 chest spawns, and one of those half-demolished houses with a single chest spawn. This entire area was to be hilly in terrain, hence the name Haunted Hills. Now as luck would have it, one of the Epic developers saw this post and actually commented on it. He said, "I like this, really good name by the way." Then the original poster replied, "Feel free to share with the level designers." So fast forward a month later, and now we have the exact name location, Haunted Hills. It's not quite on par with the original imaging, but at least it shares the same name. I'm actually a bit surprised they kept the name, as there's not many hills here at all. They did kind of utilize his castle idea though, as there's a large bell tower shaped church, but other than that, it's more like an abandoned cemetery. Now if you've landed here since the area got added, you may have been a bit underwhelmed, and rightfully so. A majority of the structures in the Haunted Hills are completely void of loot. No chests, no random ammo or weapon spawns, nothing. They're just completely empty. I've got a feeling that most people have landed here a few times and had a similar experience. I say this because even when the bus starts on the left side of the map and goes directly over Haunted Hills, hardly anyone drops at all. As it turns out, there's a reason for this lack of loot. There's been quite a few posts about this on Reddit, and the developers have finally made a statement about it. So Epic developer Spaz said, "Yes, you're right. The lower number of places within Haunted Hills where loot currently spawns is a bug. The fix is in the 2.3 update. So I'm not exactly sure when the 2.3 update is going to drop, but according to this developer, it'll fix the issue that's been plaguing the Haunted Hills since it was released." Now I wouldn't be much of a content creator if I just ended the video here. So before I do that, let me first give you guys a heads up on where the chest spawn locations are in the Haunted Hills. Believe it or not, there's actually a whopping 8 treasure chest spawn locations in this small area. The issue is, like most places, you never know how many of the 8 will spawn. Sometimes I've seen 0 to 3, and sometimes I've seen all 8. If you are unlucky enough to get a low number of chest spawns, coupled with the fact that there's currently no floor loot, it usually resulted in a bad time. So for the chest locations, I'm going to be explaining it from this perspective, which has the church in the back center. Now the first chest location from this view is the cemetery itself right here. It's in front of the largest tombstone that has a bat on top of it. It's also in the wide open, and it's my personal favorite place to land. Now directly to the left of this tombstone, there's a building which has a chest tucked behind a wall that's in front of the casket. The next chest is found in the building directly in front of this one, which has half of it buried underground. So you can either go in through the door on one side or smash the other side to get in. And the chest is right next to the casket. The next chest is located in the largest building on this side, and again, it's in the far back of it. So if we look at the aerial view again, of the 4 buildings found on the left side of the church, these 3 contain chests. The next spot is the church itself. This church has 3 layers to it, a basement, a ground floor, and the top steeple area. A chest can be found on all 3 layers. The basement one is the easiest to access, as you can simply walk right in. The ground level chest is found on the back wall. You can enter this ground floor level via the stairs on the front of the church, or by simply breaking your way in from another angle. Now the bell tower is the 3rd spawn, and it requires some platforming to access. From what I've seen, most people that do land in Haunted Hills tend to land at this place first, due to that triple chest spawn potential. Now the 8th and final chest is located just to the right of the brick wall perimeter of this entire area. There's a gray vehicle surrounded by 3 large trees that can spawn a chest on it. So those are the 8 chest locations for this area. 1 in the cemetery, 3 in buildings on the left side of the church, 3 in the church itself, and 1 in the gray car on the outskirts of the right side. Now once the floor loot gets fixed in this next update, I'm hoping there'll be enough random weapons or items to make this place worthwhile. As it stands currently though, I wouldn't drop here. If you happen to get a lack of chest spawns, you're going to be in a world of hurt due to that lack of floor loot available. So after that next update, be sure to check back at the Haunted Hills and you should find that the floor loot is a little less ghostly.